everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday, only here on Oldies and More Radio. Also live, simultaneously broadcasting on YouTube at Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to welcome you to the Wednesday Soul Show this June 26, 2024 on a thunderstorms just decided to come in here. And let's just hope the power doesn't blip out here, because that would be a disaster for your host, Johnny G. I lost the power on Monday for about 30 minutes. I don't know what they did, but anyway, I am glad you are here and tuned into the program. We're here from 9 to midnight. We'll do a little bit of overtime. We'll see. Got some requests to fill. We opened up tonight's show with one of the pioneers of rock and roll music, William Patton Black. And he was born in Memphis, Tennessee, started back in 1952 with Scotty Moore, and then the two of them joined as Elvis Presley's trio in early 1954, recorded That's All Right Mama as the bassist, but then he left in 1959 and formed his own group. It was called the Bill Black's Combo, and recorded for the High record label. And it was unfortunate, though, that to Bill Black, what happened was on October 21st of he evidently became sick. I think it was in 1963, or 63 or 64, where he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I think he had numerous operations and whatnot, but unfortunately passed away from it. But even though he wasn't performing with the group, he wanted the group to continue with his sound, and they did, because he ended up passing away on October 21st of 1965 at the age of 39 from that brain tumor. And but this was his, I think, 30th release, or the 30th release for the group. And actually, it says on the label, the untouchable sound of Bill Black's Combo. So, but I don't know, maybe he did record this. This one came out in July of 65 on the High record label. A Crazy Feel is the name of the tune. This bubbled under at number 135 on the bubbling under charts on Billboard. But it's got some really some pretty big hits in his right. White Silver Sands was one, I think. Smokey Part 2. A bunch of records for Bill Black's Combo. Well, there you go. Well, let's open up here with the vocal portion here. At one time, this next 45 used to sell for big bucks on the northern soul scene. Tony Crosby, let me know if you know this song. This singer goes by the name of E.J. Chandler. He had an earlier release in 1966 on the Gray Sounds label, but this was his very next release on a subsidiary of that Gray Sounds label, SOS Records, which stands for Sound of Soul. This is from April 67. Let's give a listen to E.J. Chandler on Sounds of Soul record label. It's called I Can't Stand to Lose You.
I can't stand to lose you, baby. I can't stand to lose you. I can't stand to lose you. Yeah. All of the time we were together, and I know you can. Girl, you know that I love you, and I love you.
John G getting caught right out of the box here, as I normally do. But there you go. That's a cool tune there. I found that tune in the wild for 25 cents. You really can't go wrong for finding records like that. April 1967. That's E.J. Chandler on the SOS record label. Stands for Sounds of Soul Records. I Can't Stand to Lose You is the name of the tune. And let's hope the the copyright police don't come out tonight. I've had some run-ins with them. I really have over the last few weeks. As the last week, I think I was okay with the Soul Show, but not the week before. Also had an issue on the 78 show, which will be returning next Thursday. Not tomorrow, next Thursday. But let's hope they just don't come out. But let's continue here as this next group from New York previously sang as the Montels on the Golden Crest, and also as the Pussycats on the Keetch, Keetch label. Then they added a male singer, and they changed their name to the Witches and a Warlock. Now, the group was Glenda and Faye Barnes, Charlotte Parsons, and the male was Raymond Berry. They had 4 singles on the Sioux City record label. This is their third of 4. Features Glenda Barnes on lead. I hate styrene records. All these Sioux City 45's are on styrene, so they sometimes sound muddy. This one looks good, but you never know with the styrene. But let's give it a spin. Is this 63, Charlene? I don't know about 63 on this record. I don't think this is 63. This is the Witches and a Warlock on the Sioux City record label. It's called Which Way Did He Go? As January 68, not 63, Charlene. January 68, Witches and a Warlock on the Sioux City record label. Which Way Did He Go? That is actually the intended B-side of the 45. The flip side's a nice ballad, I think. And for Reed out there, the gals were members of the Montels that recorded for Golden Crest, and also the Pussycats that recorded for the Keetch label. Then they added the guy there, Raymond Berry, and they became Witches and a Warlock. I think they recorded first for Bang Records as the Witches, so maybe they didn't add their Warlock yet. Anyway, Johnny G is your disc jockey here on this rainy Wednesday evening here in Westchester County, New York. If you're new to the program, those of you tuned in on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Always good to do that. And again, if you like what you hear, please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about the program. This is our I do 2 to 3 shows a week. This week there's 2 shows. I'll be and then actually a program note that on Saturdays now, even though I am live on YouTube at 9 o'clock, we'll be joining Oldies and More at 9 p.m. I'll be following a Rockin' Ed on Oldies and More Radio on Saturdays beginning at 9 p.m., 9 till midnight. So we'll be so in case those of you, and take note, folks, if the stream gets shut down on YouTube, you can always listen on Oldies and More Radio, oldiesandmoreradio.com. So have that set up just in case the copyright police shut me down. Then I could play some big hits. Well, I'll sneak those in. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Let's go to this next singer, born in it's Leenow, Tennessee. His real name, Overton Vertis, but he goes by O.V. Wright, and first recorded for the Gold Wax label back in 1964. Then he signed with Don Roby's Backbeat Records out of Houston, had 19 releases on the Backbeat label. Let's give a listen to his 7th, a tune written by Don Roby, also produced by Willie Mitchell. This charted number 39 on WYLD. If you were listening in New Orleans, Louisiana from November 67, Mr. O.V. Wright on Backbeat Records. It's called What Did You Tell This Girl of Mine? O.V. Wright.
What did you tell this girl of mine to make her act so strange? What did you tell this girl of mine? Make her wanna change her name. Don't tell her anything else. Just keep it to yourself and stay away from her.
What did you tell this girl of mine?
What did you tell this girl of mine? Look here. What did you tell this girl of mine? Make her stay out late at night. What did you tell this girl of mine? To make her wanna fuss and fight. Don't you tell her anything else. Just keep it to yourself and stay away from her.
What did you tell this girl of mine?
What did you tell this girl, man? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take her where I walk, and together we can have a talk. Oh, if she doesn't change her ways, I'll be on my way. Oh yeah. I thought you were my friend, a real good friend until the end. But I found out I was so wrong in trying to break up my happy home.
That's actually upbeat for O.V. Wright. He's usually with the deep soul ballads, but that was a little bit up-tempo there from November 1967. That's his 7th of 19 on the Backbeat record label. What Did You Tell This Girl of Mine? That's Mr. O.V. Wright on the Backbeat record label. Let's hear this a girl duet. These gals have one release on Leonard Chess's Checker record label. I don't know their last names. I only know their first names. They are Margaret and Carol, I think. Although, I would say Margaret might... Well, that can't be. I didn't check. I didn't get a chance to check any of the research. So I am all Charlene. All the research is as done by Charlene and whatever was on the database there. So, but I don't know who this Margaret and Carol is. But this song sounds like another song. I'm trying to place it, but let's give it a spin here from July 65. Margaret and Carol on Checker Records. It's called That Guy Is Mine. Margaret and Carol.
You better leave him alone. And if you don't, there's gonna be some jerking and twining going on. And you're gonna be the jerk, and I'm gonna twine. 'Cause he's my guy. Oh no, that guy is mine. You try. I'm trying to tell you that the guy is mine. Taking away from me. The boy's alright. We're happy as we can be. He's out of sight. I saw him first. Oh, did you? I saw him first. Gonna take him for better. You better keep away from my guy. You never have a chance with him. On the ball. You never will romance with him. What a fall. He's gonna take me to the dance tonight. Oh, we did the duck and the twine last night. He's gonna hold me in his arms so tight. Oh, we had a heck of a time last night. Oh, I love that boy so true. Yeah, you know I love the same old you. Oh no you don't. Oh yes I do. Oh no you don't. Oh yes I do. You better stay away from that guy of mine. Someday you'll marry. You're late, he's gonna marry. And his name I'll carry. We've laid the plans for a big time. You better leave him alone. Don't mean a thing. Ain't trying to guide you wrong. I'm not the ring away and ring me. 'Cause you never will take my guy, my wonderful guy, away from me. I've already got it. You never take him away. I can't just be I'm gonna keep him by my side. Gonna keep him by my side.
As July 65 release there for Margaret and Carol. Margaret and Carol on the Checker record label. That Guy Is Mine is the name of the tune. Kind of there in the beginning, it sounded a little bit like He's So Fine. A lot more than George Harrison, My Sweet Lord, I would say. But anyway, let us continue here. You all know, I'm sure many of you know this next group out of Chicago, first recorded for the Windy C record label. But after Windy C, they signed with Buddha Records. Let me see. This is their second single. Well, let me see. This is their second single on the Buddha label, and their first single was a song called "Something's Missing." I'm talking about the Five Stairsteps. Actually, by this time, I think they were called the Five Stairsteps and Cubby. But their first release on Buddha Records was a song called "Something's Missing," and the flip side of that was a song called "Tell Me Who." Now, with their follow-up to that, they covered the Jimmy Charles song, I think, "A Million to One," but the original flip side of that was a song called You Make Me So Mad. Then they replaced it with the original flip side of their first record, if you understood what I said. And that's how I have it. So this is probably the second issue of it. But I'm playing the B side of the 45, as I mentioned. It's their second single on Buddha from January 68. It features Clarence Burke Jr. on leads. Let's give a listen to the Five Stairsteps on Buddha Records. It's called Tell Me Who.
Sweet love every day, and who lets me have my way, whose arms do I feel holding me tight, and who do I dream of every night? Oh, can you tell me who? Tell me who can it be? Tell me who. Oh, I've got to know. Can you guess who? Can you guess who? Can you? My heart was empty. Who filled the cup? And tell me who keeps my mind shook up. Who's my main concern? And who gives me a third-degree heartburn? Oh, can you tell me who? Tell me who? Who can it be? Tell me who is it you? Oh, I've got to know. Can you guess who? Can you guess who? Can you? Tell me who? Tell me who? Who can it be? Tell me who is it? Oh, I've got to know. Tell me who is it? Oh, I've got to know.
That's the sound of the Five Stairsteps there from January 1968. That is their second. That's the B-side to their second single. Actually, the alternate flip side to their second single called "A Million to One." A Million to One. But that song called "Tell Me Who." Actually, they did it on an album. I guess they put out an LP on Buddha. It was called "The Family Portrait." If anybody has that LP on the Buddha record label, I don't have that. I mean, if I saw it in the wild, I would definitely buy it. But there you go, the sound, and they get some great records on Windy Sea. Really, there's some clips of them singing also to their records on Windy Sea. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all those of you tuned in on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. This gal from Kingstree, South Carolina, she traveled to New York City for fame and fortune. Began singing gospel, though, as a child. Then she was 21 years old when she signed with Tony Bruno's No More record label. Now, her debut single was a great tune called All in My Mind, but Bill requested the follow-up. It's a song she co-wrote. This charted number 25 on Billboard, number 15 on Cashbox, was number 1 on the Billboard R&B charts. This was their second of 3 on the No More label. Let's go to March of 1961 for Miss Maxine Brown. Maxine Brown on No More Records, and her second release. It's called Funny for Bill.
But when I pass your door, I don't hurt like before. Really, I think I'm over you. Funny, but when I hear them speak your name, my little heart, no longer pain like it did the day you said we were through. What went wrong? You shattered my dreams. Yes, you hurt my pride. My love you threw away. All I could do was pray. But darling, you didn't care how much I cried. Oh, funny, but street, my little heart, no longer skip a beat like it did the day you said we were through. Funny,
that's the great sound of Maxine Brown. That's her second of 3 on the No More record label. March 61, her tune called Funny. I think, again, after No More, she signed with ABC Paramount Records. Also tons of releases on the One record label. Also singing with Chuck Jackson. And she's got some other releases too. What is that? Commonwealth, I think, or Total Commonwealth, I think, is Johnny G Loses His Mind for a Wednesday evening. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's tuned into the program down in Mexico. This group had 2 releases on the RCA record label. Now, Adrian requested their first tune written by members of the group, Robert Jones, Eugene Proctor, Herman Robinson, actually written by the group, Charlene. They're all the group members here. And this one arranged by Jack Nietzsche. Let's go to August of 1963 for the Escorts. The Escorts on the RCA record label. This is for Adrian. It's called You Can't Even Be My Friend. The Escorts for Adrian.
You can't even be my friend. No, no, no. But you didn't care. I gave you all my love and you threw it away. Now you're back again, and here's what I'll say. No, 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 no. No, no. Let me tell you now, yeah, can't even be my friend. And when I see you walking down the street, turn around for fear we'll meet. My mind is strong, but my heart is weak, and I can hardly speak. No, 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 no. Let me tell you now, yeah, can't even be my friend. First there was Tommy, and then it was Jim. Saw Fred today, you had a date with him. Just how much do you think I can take? If I speak to you, I know my poor heart will break. No, 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 no. Let me tell you now, yeah, can't even be my friend. You always made me cry. You always told me lie. You used to come to me with your sad alibi. No, 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 no. Let me tell you now, yeah, can't even be my friend. No, no, can't
As by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat. That's the sound of the Escorts there. That's their first of two on the RCA record label from August 63. You Can't Even Be My Friend. Well, you can be Johnny G's friend. You can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Or you should send me a request. If I have the record, I'll play it. Sometimes I can't find the request. Jim Lampley, I ran out of requests. I can't find your other ones, so you're going to have to send me another few records to put on the list there for you. So there you go, going out to Jim Lampley. But let's continue here. This next singer, born in Birmingham, Alabama, but she relocated to Los Angeles, California when she was just 8 years old. But she began recording at age 16 on Frank Sinatra's Reprise record label. She had 3 releases on the label. Let's give a listen to her third release. I like both sides of this 45. I think this is the intended B-side of her third release. This song written and arranged by David Gates. This is produced by Jimmy Bowen. We go to June of 64. Let's listen to Pat Powdrill. Pat Powdrill on the Reprise record label. It's called Luckiest Girl in Town. As June 1964 release there for Powdrill. That's her third release on the Reprise record label. Luckiest Girl in Town is the name of the tune. She would have two releases on the Downey label in 1966. Then she was a member, I don't know when she exactly joined the Ikettes, but she was the member of the Ikettes. But very unfortunate, though, that she passed away in April of 1996. She was 49 years old, very young, passed away from a heart attack. But we remember her here on the Vinyltreasure show. Let's fill a request now for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. Now, was this, is this a big hit here? Edmund, you're going to get me well, let's see here if I'm going to get a copyright strike for this next song here. We go to Frank Guida's Legrand record label. Now, he discovered this singer born Gary Anderson, originally from Jacksonville, Florida, but he relocated to Norfolk, Virginia. Would have a big hit, in 1960 with a song called Quarter to Three. This was his fourth release on the Legrand record label. I think he had about a total of 24 releases on Legrand Records, which was originally located out of Norfolk, Virginia. Also, this was a big, I think, a top 5 hit for him. Yes, this this was a top 5 hit for him. Also scored number 12 on the R&B chart, and it was a number 1 record on WHYN in Springfield, Massachusetts. Let's go to July of 61 for Gary U.S. Bonds. I guess, Edmund, maybe because school is out, my nephew, little Bobby Galindo, graduated from high school in Long Island. They had it at, I think it was at Hofstra University today. They had a graduation today. My parents were watching it. I think it was 5 o'clock. His class is about 273. He's going to play football with Colgate in the fall. So he's going to Colgate University. But anyway, this is for Edmund Williams, July 61, Gary U.S. Bonds on Legrand Records. It's called School is Out.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. No more books and studies. Now I can stay out late with my buddies. I can do the things that I want to do. But all my exams are through. I can root for the Yankees from the bleachers and don't have to worry about teachers. And I'm so glad that school is out. I could have sing and shout. School is out. Everybody gonna have some fun. School is out. Everybody gonna jump and run. School is out. Come on, people, don't you be late.
There you go. That is hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Edmund Williams, July 61, Gary U.S. Bond, School is Out. It definitely is. That's on LeGrand Records. He does what? School is In, too. Now, Edmund also requested the flip side. Let me see. The flip side, Frank Guida and Joe Royster wrote the flip side here. This is a ballad. So Edmund wants to hear the flip side ballad of this, so we'll play it here from, and I don't know if I've ever played this side here before, but let's give it a spin here. July 61. This is the B-side to School is Out by Gary U.S. Bonds on the LeGrand label. It's called 1 Million Tears. This is for Edmund Williams.
Lonely nights and lonely days since you've been gone. I've cried a million tears. Won't you please come home? Sitting in this lonely room, watching the time go by. While you're gone, all I can do is cry. 1 million tears, 1 million tears, 1 million teardrops for you. Well, it seems a million years, and I know I've cried a million teardrops. My heart is full of pain. It's broken, can't you see? And it won't be the same till you are here with me. 1 million tears, 1 million tears, 1 million teardrops for you. Well, it seems a million years, and I know I've cried a million teardrops. Oh, oh. But darling, I'll wait for you. My love will never die until you're here with me. All I will do is cry. 1 million tears, 1 million tears, 1 million teardrops for you. Well, it seems a million years, and I know I've cried a million tears. Oh, I've cried for your love. Oh, 1 million teardrops.
There you go. That is the B-side to School is Out by request for listener Edmund Williams. 1 Million Tears there. That's done by Gary U.S. Bonds. That's his fourth of 24 releases on the LeGrand record label. Better leave a lot of space in your box if you collect Gary U.S. Bonds. Let's continue. Here's fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat. He wants to send this tune out to Pete Antel, who actually co-wrote this tune. Pete Antel of Long Island, New York. This girl group, they had 4 releases on ABC Paramount Records. Their first one, I think, was their biggest hit, a song called What Are Boys Made Of. But Frank requested their 4th release for ABC Paramount. Now, this group included Gene Johnson, Betty Lloyd, Joan Paulin, and lead singer Gail Jones. And again, they were all from Long Island. Now, they had there's a male voice in this that Frank told me was the bass voice of Richie LaCausie. He was a member of the Imaginations and also, I think, of the Expressions, and Charlene, he had another group there on there. But anyway, this charted number 34 on WTRX in Flint, Michigan, a tune written and arranged by John Lynn and Pete Antel. So by request for Frank Gingaro, wants to send it out to Pete Antel of Long Island, January 64. These are the Purcells. The Purcells on ABC with their tune called The Greatest for Frank.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
those are the Purls. The Purls on the ABC Paramount record label. That's their fourth release for ABC Paramount. The Greatest is the name of the tune. That one there from January 64. That's by request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. And I think, Frank, you mentioned that he had Pete Antel. I hope they didn't say Antel, Pete Antel. He does a great song called Nighttime, plus others on Cameo that I like. But he had him up in the studio. Frank is one of the co-hosts of the R&B Serenade, the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. He does that on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 to 5 on WRHU 88.7 FM, along with Gordon Skagberg. And that's Sundays, also live streamed on WRHU.org, mainly 50s and early 60s, like my Saturday night show. But he has, all through the years, I think they'll be celebrating 35 years on the 6th? I think Frank will be returning to the show on July 6th. That's Sunday. That's a Sunday, July 6th. So there you go. And Frank tunes in also to my Saturday night show and also to the 78 show that I'll be doing next Thursday afternoon. So that'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're new to the Vinyl Treasure Show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will put the promos up on my YouTube wall. Also, I'll be doing on a special show on a Sunday. I think it's July 14th. I'll have a special guest, Dave the Rave of Sirius XM will be doing the show here. It'll be 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. Actually, we're going to be playing records. He's going to be bringing some rare records. It's not a competition. We're just going to be talking about a lot of the music, how we met, the records we own, the records we traded, and Dave is really into 60s music, also 60s soul. He should be in our chat room shortly, but he'll be bringing some stuff. We'll be set up here. I'll be here. We'll be talking about it. It's not going to be a battle that Warren wanted us to do. That will not happen, although the last time he was here, we did have a battle and we had people vote on the songs, but that won't be happening. But you'll see us bantering back and forth, though, about it, so it should be a lot of fun on July 14th. July 14th, it's a Sunday. So, and maybe he'll be bringing some 60s stuff. You never know. He's a big garage collector, too. But I might play some 50s stuff, some of my rarer stuff here. We'll talk about some rare records and whatnot. But it should be a fun time. So that'll be 2 p.m. Eastern Time on July 14th. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman. And this one's on Donald Butler's Don Butt record label, which is out of Washington, D.C. This singer goes by the name of Vic Marcel. And this was his debut single, came out in 1966. Going out to Ronnie Sherman, Vic Marcel on the Don Butt label. It's called Come Back to These Arms for Ronnie.
You need me, know it, just as I need you, and I show it. Ooh, come on, baby, back into these arms. Come back into these arms. I want you
was buying that from a group collector for like $6 long time ago when I first started collecting, as it was transitional soul too, and a lot of the group harmony guys they were involved in. But that's a cool tune there by request for Ronnie Sherman, 1966, Vic Marcel on the Don Butt record label. Come Back to These Arms is the name of the tune. Also has releases on RCA Records and I think also Janus Records under the name Charlie Mitchell. Let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures. And this gal was born in Shelby, Mississippi, but relocated to Detroit, Michigan at age 6. She was the elder sister to Aretha Franklin, began recording back in 1961 for Epic Records, probably best known for her original version of Piece of My Heart, which, what was that, 1967 or 68, came out on the Shout record label. But let's give a listen to her 6th of 7 she did on the Epic record label, a tune written by Dorian Burton and Pamela Mercer, produced by Bobby Gregg, arranged by Frank Hunter. This was number 90 on WIBG. Should have been higher, I say. But let's go to May of 63 for Miss Irma Franklin. Irma Franklin on the Epic label. It's called I Don't Want No Mama's Boy. Irma Franklin.
The street about 10:30 when he looked at his watch, and I knew right then, 'cause the same old thing has happened before. His mama stood there waiting at the big front door, but I don't want no mama's boy. No, 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 no. I don't want no mama's boy. No, 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 no. I don't want no mama's boy. Oh, you heard me. I don't want no mama's boy. You know your mama's got you under her thumb. I don't want no mama's boy. When I make your mind, a change has gotta come. I don't want no mama's boy. For every time I see you, it's the very same thing. Have I got a boy or a puppet on a string? Hey, hey, hey. You heard me. I don't want no mama's boy. You run like a rabbit when she calls your name. I don't want no mama's boy. You're a cute sort of guy, but I think it's a shame. I don't want no mama's boy. I know she means to do the best for you, but I wanna star in the picture too. Oh no, 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 no. I don't want no mama's boy. I know I'm gonna have to put a stop to this. I don't want no mama's boy. I think I can do it with a single little kiss. I don't want no mama's boy. You know I really love you and my heart is true, but first I'm gonna make a real man out of you. Oh no, mama's boy. No, 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 no. I want no mama's boy. Oh no, no, no,
That has a mean guitar there. Yes, it does. That's Irma Franklin there. Irma Franklin from May 63. That is what I say. That's her 6th release on the Epic record label. I don't want, excuse me, I Don't Want No Mama's Boy is the name of the tune. Of course, she had other releases on Shout and Brunswick Records. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to Jersey City, New Jersey for this great group. They signed with Joe Evans' Carnival record label, in 1964, and they had 14 releases on the Carnival record label. Now, this is their 2nd release, a tune written by group member Winfred Lovett, who was also on lead. I have a twin spin on the on this group, and this is I only think this press came out on this vinyl. I think it's only this vinyl press that comes out with the red label with the block print. But the next one I'm playing is the same thing, not as easy to find though on this style label. But let's go to August '64 for the Manhattans on Carnival Records. It's called Call Somebody Please, the Manhattans.
Call an editor, I've something to say. Call a preacher, I guess I wanna pray. Call an actor, I wanna play the part. Call up a doctor, 'cause you broke my heart.
That's August 1964. That's the sound of the Manhattans. Manhattans on the Carnival record label, Call Somebody Please. That was from August of 64. Their next release came out in November of 1964, but I think this is the B-side. Both sides are excellent. This is the B-side of the 45. So let's hear the follow-up. Their third release on Carnival, the Manhattans, with their tune called What's It Gonna Be? This is the harder press on the straight line block print Carnival, the Manhattans.
Will you love me to the end of time? Now, honey, hey, hey, yeah. Will you love me till eternity? Now, baby, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Will you love me like you did before? I can't live in misery anymore. What's it gonna be? Come on, come on, come on now, baby. Will you tell me what you're feeling now? Now, honey, hey, hey. Will you keep your sacred vow? Now, baby, hey, yeah, hey, hey. I'm so jealous and I'm so blue. Won't you please say you love me too? Will you stick with me? Come on now. 1, 2 years from now, will you make your sacred vow? 8, 9, will you be mine? What's it gonna gonna be? Will you stick with me? Come on, come on, come on now, baby. Will that gleam stay in your eye now, honey? Hey, hey, yeah. Will it shine for another guy now, baby? Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. He don't love you, he don't break your heart. He just wants to see us fall apart. What's it gonna be? Come on, come on, come on now, baby. Oh, pretty baby. Tell me, baby. Tell me, little 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 baby.
That's a twin spin with the Manhattans there. Their second and third releases on Joe Evans' Carnival record label. First we heard Call Somebody Please, followed it up with What's It Gonna Be. Now, Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room, I don't know if I guess I can try 3. There's a no-no. You can't play more than, I don't know what it is with the algorithm, but no more than 3 songs by an artist in a row. I don't know why they come up with that crazy rule, but what happens if I was doing a special like on the channels or something, and I got all their records that I wanted to play? That's what when you deal with these big platforms, that becomes problematic. That's the one bad thing about the platform. But anyway, so let's fill a request for listener Evan Blatt. Let's flip over their second release on the Carnival label, Call Somebody Please, from August of '64. These are the Manhattans. Again, the flip side is called There Goes a Fool, right? Yes, for Evan.
There goes a fool.
That's going out to Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat. That's the sound of the Manhattans. That's the flip side of Call Somebody Please from August 64, their second release on Joe Evans' Carnival record label. There Goes a Fool. Johnny G's your DJ Fool for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You have to be signed into YouTube, so you have to create an account. If you have a Google account, it's very easy to do that because they ask for an email, but you can make up an alias is what you can do, and then you can come into the chat, or you at least can comment, and you can also give the thumbs up, because you can't do that if you're not signed in to YouTube. Let's continue. Let's go to fill a request for listener Bill O. We go to Philadelphia. This gal, originally from Philadelphia, born April 29th of 1949. She would eventually record for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown empire beginning in 1965. She would later team up with Marvin Gaye and have a number of great tunes and hits for the Tamla record label as Tammy Terrell, but her real name was Tammy Montgomery, and this is her debut single that Bill requested. It came out on Florence Greenberg's Scepter record label. Yes, Tony Crosby, I don't know what Scepter was thinking. Silver on red is very difficult to see. What do you think I was looking here to see the writer to make sure it was Luther Dixon? Some of these record companies, they knew everything, and other times they made some really big mistakes, but this is a mistake. But she was just 16 years old when she recorded this, written by Luther Dixon, and the uncredited Shirelles are backing her up on this. This is by request for Bill Obe, November 61, Tammy Montgomery, a.k.a. Tammy Terrell, her first record on the Scepter label. It's called If You See Bill Obe. No, If You See Bill.
I still love him. Just tell him, please, come back to me. Just tell him I'm sorry and I'm in misery.
That's the November 1961 release there, the debut single for Tammy Montgomery. Tammy Montgomery on the Scepter record label with the uncredited Shirelles backing her up. Requested by Bill Olb. If You See Bill is the name of the tune. And I did see Bill on Monday. I did. Seriously, I really did. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here. Here's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. This singer had 3 releases on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown record label. Actually, his first 3 releases came out on Motown Records. This is his third tune, written and produced by Clarence Paul. Vocals in the background here are done by the Love Tones. The Love Tones in the background here from July 62, going out to Frank Chingaro, the Henry Lumpkin. Henry Lumpkin on Motown Records. It's called Break Down and Sing for Frank.
Whenever we're together, yeah, girl, I feel so glad. Yeah, whenever we're apart, girl, yeah, girl, I feel so bad. Yeah, I know a man ought not to cry, so baby, when the tears come into my eye, I just break down and sing, oh sing, I sing, oh sing. Tell me that a song is a very good cure for the blues. I wake up in the morning, yeah, girl, I'm calling your name, yeah, but then I realize, girl, yeah, that my calling's in vain, yeah. I know a man ought not to cry, so I just hold my head up high, then I break down and sing, oh sing, oh sing, I sing. Tell me that a song is a very good cure for the blues. Sometimes think about you all night long, all night long. My only consolation is to sing a little song, baby, when you're lonely. Yeah, don't know what to do. Yeah, just remember, girl, yeah, that I'm lonely too. Yeah, I understand this is the end. I realize that I can't win, so I break down and sing, oh sing, oh sing, I sing. Tell me that a song is a very good cure for the blues. I know a man ought not to cry, so baby, when the tears come into my eye, I just break down and sing, sing, oh sing, oh sing, I sing, tell me sing,
There you go. That's Mr. Henry Lumpkin by request for Frank Chingaro. Are they credited on this? Let me see. I wasn't sure. I didn't. Yeah, they are. They are on the label. The Love Tones are mentioned on the label there. His third release on the Motown label, Henry Lumpkin from July 62. Breakdown and Sing is the name of that one. Has later releases. I think I got him on Pageant, also on the Buddha record label. Some cool soul records that he does. But that one there for Frank Chingaro. Let us continue here for this next gal. Discovered by Toussaint McCall. He discovered this gal. He was actually instrumental with her signing with Stan Lewis's Ron label out of Shreveport, Louisiana. And this is her third of 4. You got to fix that, Charlene, on there, because that didn't make sense before. This is her. I'm taking it third of 4 on the Ron record label. This one first done. Let's see. First done by So, Charlene, Dee Dee Warwick did this first, this record? Yeah, Dee Dee Warwick did it first in September of 63. Betty Everett also did it in October. I thought Betty Everett did this record first. I was wrong. Well, somebody was wrong on 45 Cat then. But it's tune written by Clint Ballard Jr. from September 68. Let's give a listen to this version as done by Barbara West. Barbara West on the Ron record label, her rendition of the tune, You're No Good. Cover tunes here on the All 60s edition. That is a Barbara West. Barbara West from September 1968 on the Ron record label, her third of four. Cover of the Dee Dee Warwick tune, You're No Good is the name of the tune. Who did this? Linda Ronstadt did it. So many people recorded this record. It's a very popular song, I think, through the years. Many people recorded this. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is a rare 45, or I guess an in-demand record. I added this to the collection sometime last fall when I was looking through some very rare records. This group out of Louisville, Kentucky. This is on the Halt label, H-A-L-T. Now, this group consisted of Leroy Philip Mitchell, who is the lead singer and wrote this song. Earl Gilliam, he was the second tenor. William McQuirter, the bass. Curtis T.C. Wiggins, the first tenor, and formerly of the R&B group Little Pete and the Youngsters. And let me see. Wiggins, McQuirter, and Gilliam were in the Heartbreakers on Miracle, and Wiggins was in the Heartbreakers on Derby City. I don't know how that went. There's a couple there, but anyway. Philip Mitchell, who wrote this tune, was 14 years old when he recorded this, and I think he recorded as Prince Philip. I think that's what it was. Charlene, you needed to put that there. But this is his first record, and which is why I guess it's in demand. I don't know, but I like the song from 1964, and I don't know if they're the Checkmates or the Epics, but it says the Checkmates And then below it, it says, and the Epics. So I don't know what went on with this record. All I know is I liked it and I bought it. It's the Checkmates and the Epics with Philip Mitchell on lead on the Halt label. The song is called The Count.
He's a kind, well, the Duke of Earl has everything, but I'm the Count, yeah. On every finger he has a ring. What does that amount? Because I'm King of Hearts and King of Kings, and Lord, your Majesty, and I'd love to share along with that paradise. No doubt we can make it from here. Now, count 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, before you fall in love again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I know you're gonna 6, count 7, 8, 9, yeah, and the Duke of Earl has a lovely dukedom. That's how he caught his Duchess of Earl. The Duke, the spider, she a flying his web. She was forced to be his girl. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I know you're gonna count now. I'm King of Hearts and King of Kings, and Lord, your Majesty, and I'd love to share along with that paradise. No doubt we're gonna make it from there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I like it like that now. Oh, come on to the count, yeah. 4, 5,
That's Leroy Philip Mitchell on lead with the Checkmates and the Epics. And interesting song. It's called The Count. So in reference to the Duke of Earl or the counting, the numbers. So I don't know. He kind of made that kind of both there. But there you go. 1964. That's on the Halt record label. Song entitled The Count. And I got that at a reasonable price. And I think that record sells for a lot. The last, at least a couple copies that I saw that it sold for. But I was happy to get that one there. Anyway, let us continue here. And got a B-side of a big, big hit up next. This gal from Philadelphia, she had a slew of releases on the Cameo record label in the early 1960s, and her signature song was her debut single, a song called Mashed Potato Time, a big, big hit for her, number 2 on Cashbox, number 1 on the Billboard chart. But did you ever flip the record over? The flip side is an excellent ballad on the Mashed Potato Time. And this is from February of 62. This is the B-side to her debut single, The Mashed Potato Time. Let's give a listen to Dee Dee Sharp. Dee Dee Sharp on Cameo Records. It's called Set My Heart at Ease. Early Dee Dee Sharp.
Please
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's Dee Dee Sharp, the B-side to her debut single, Mashed Potato Time, a song entitled Set My Heart at Ease. That one, all the writing at that time was done by Dave Appel and Cal Mann. That one there, February 62, on the Cameo record label. Donnie Elbert also does a nice rendition of that tune on the Parkway record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here with the All 60s edition here. And this next group, we go out to California, first recorded as the Showcases. They were out of they were all attending Lincoln High School in East LA, California. They recorded on the Galaxy record label, if you have that 45, a rare one that they do from 1964. But after graduation, group member Curtis Pops was drafted into the Army, and the group sort of disbanded, or I should say, after he left, they kind of changed their name to Mr. Zulu and The Warriors. And they had this release on the Score record label. I think it only comes on red vinyl, is what I think it is. So that's how I have it. But let's go to 1965 for Mr. Zulu and The Warriors with a song called Anna, parentheses, My Love. Mr. Zulu and The Warriors.
I need you to live every day to drive my blues away. Oh,
There you go, from California there, 1965, Mr. Zulu and The Warriors. It's on the Score record label. It's called Anna, parentheses, My Love. And there you go. That is that's on red vinyl. Looks pretty cool on the red vinyl. I remember Spence sold me that 45 a long, long time ago. Let's go back to Philadelphia now. Actually, this is a cover song. Who did this first? I think Lou Johnson did this song first, but so many people recorded this. Sandy Shaw, Dionne Warwick, Jose Feliciano, R.B. Greaves, The Naked Eyes did it. I bought that 45 when it came out, in early 80s maybe? I don't know, I forget. I think there were over 150 artists that recorded this song. But I like this cover as done by this girl group from Philadelphia, Patti LaBelle and the Bluebelles. This actually, unfortunately, is bubbled under at number 125 on Billboard, but it was a big number 9 record on WIXY in Cleveland, Ohio. And this tune written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Let's go to March of 67 for this version by Patti LaBelle and the Bluebelles on the Atlantic label. Their rendition of the tune, Always Something There to Remind Me. Patti LaBelle.
And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I do when there is always something that could remind me? Oh, there is always something that could remind me.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you like tempo changes, you got it on that record there. That's Patti LaBelle and the Bluebelles version of Always Something There to Remind Me, March 1967 on the Atlantic record label. There you go. You have Bacharach David tune. Sorry, folks, for the cough here with the AC. Drives Johnny G crazy as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to Detroit, Michigan now. Let's go back to Berry Gordy Jr.'s, this time Soul label. And this is the group's 5th of 17 releases on Soul Records. This tune written by Marvin Gaye, Anna Gordy Gaye, and now, wait a minute. Anna Gordy Gaye, Iris Gordy Bristol, and Elgie Stover. It is produced by Marvin Gaye, and the group members here were Freddie Gorman, Hank Dixon, Walter Gaines, C.P. Spencer, and collectively known as the Originals. Now, Marvin Gaye is on the drums, and the spoken interlude here is by Freddie Gorman. This charted number 12 on Billboard, number 4 on the R&B charts, a big number 1 record on KFXM in San Bernardino, California. And let me see here. Let me check something. And we'll send this one out to Tommy Albergo. I think he likes this song from January 1970. These are the Originals, and the touch of the 70s for Miami Santi in the Oldies and More chat room. The Originals from January 1970 on the Soul record label. The song is called The Bells.
I'll never hear what I hear when your lips are kissing mine. Do you hear the bells, honey? Do you hear them ringing when I'm kissing you, baby? What do I have to do to make you feel the tingling too? Can't you hear the bells, honey? Say it's just as much to you as it is to me. I hear the bells, oh, I hear the bells, oh, ringing in my ear. Oh, say, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you? Oh, baby, oh,
True love and joy and faith and all my strength I'll give to you, darling. My love is yours exclusively to enjoy any way you want to.
but it's one thing I want you to remember. If you ever leave me, I believe I'll go insane. Darling, I'll never hear the bells again. No, 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 no. Oh, baby, don't leave me. Don't leave me, baby. Oh,
We'll send that one out to Tommy Albergo. He likes that tune there by the Originals. January 1970, touch of the 70s here. That's on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Soul record label out of Detroit. Song entitled The Bells. That is a cool tune. I remember hearing that on the radio. Let us continue here. This gal, she hails from the Bronx, New York. She was a member of the Janettes, recorded on Sally Go Round the Roses, but she also filled in as one of the Peaches with Herb Fame. There were a number of Peaches that sang with Herb Fame as Peaches and Herb, but she was also known as Marlene Mack, also as Marlene Jenkins, and when she signed with Capitol, she was known as Marina Mars. This is her second of two on the Capitol record label. She has other releases on OK and MGM. This one's from July 63. Let's give a listen to Marlena Mars on the Capitol label. It's called Just for the Book.
Well, this is just for the book, baby.
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 True love you can abuse, so be on your P's and Q's now. Just for the book.
Just for the book.
If you keep hurting me, you'll be wearing my shoes and mending a broken heart and crying the blues. Whoa! Now this is just for the book, baby.
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 Oh, true love you can abuse, so be on your P's and Q's now. Just for the book.
Just for the book.
And remember, if you're thinking that you're hurting someone else, you may not realize it. Oh, but you're hurting yourself, yeah. Now this is just for the book, baby.
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 Oh, true love you can abuse, so be on your P's and Q's, yeah. Just for the book.
Just for the
your kiss is just a decoy. Don't let me fall, hook, sinker, and line. Let me know, let me go, and find someone who really wants to be mine. Yeah, now this is just for the book, baby. 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 Oh, true love you can abuse, so be on your P's and Q's now. Just for the book. Just for the book. Oh, just for the book. Just for the book. Oh, just for the book. Just for the book. Just for the book.
July 63 there, Miss Marina Mars. Marina Mars, her second release on the Capitol record label. Just for the Book is the name of the tune. I can't tell you how many people want to buy my Kreider books. Johnny G, do you have any extra Kreider books? I do. I have I sold my, I had the red copy. I think that no, was it the blue copy? I think my silver copy is destroyed. I have a blue copy. I have a red copy, I have a yellow copy, and I have the latest copy, the black one. And I tell you this, and I sold my red, I think it was a red one, and I think there was a with a soft cover, but I sold those. I didn't get a lot of money, but I did sell them. But anyway, let's continue here. And let's fill a request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat as we go back to Long Island, New York. For this group, closely related to the, actually, to the Five Sharks and the Florals that recorded for the Times Square record label. And Frank grew up with this group. Frank in Queens, New York. And he wants to send this one out to the group member of this group, Peter DiBenedetto. I think I am friends on Facebook with Peter. And also his wife, Marianne, who used to come into the other station and on the chat room that was that we used to have there, but that was a while ago. But Peter DiBenedetto, a member of this group, they're called the Outrage, and this is on the Kama Sutra record label. It's a cover of a tune originally done by the Ronettes in 1963. The song written by Phil Spector, Jeff Barry, Ellie Greenwich. This song, though, produced by John Lynn. It's their first of two on the Kama Sutra record label. And the members of this group were Richie DeBella, Peter DiBenedetto. I think he was also a member of the Encounters that recorded for the Swan label too, if I'm not mistaken, and John Crawford. Collectively, they were known as the Outrage. Really cool name. This charted number one. This was a number one record on WRFY in Reading, Pennsylvania. And Peter DiBenedetto, according to Frank, is still singing out there. So by request for Frank Gingaro, sending it out to Peter DiBenedetto, a member of this group. October 68, the Outrage on Kama Sutra, their rendition of the tune, Be My Baby.
See the night we met, I knew how
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request. For Frank Gingaro, sending it out to group member Peter Di Benedetto, was a member of that group, The Outrage. That's their first of two on the Kama Sutra record label from October 68. Their rendition of the Ronettes tune, Be My Baby. Johnny G's your DJ for a Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube as we continue here. And up next, a 45 that I found out in the wild for 25 cents. You can't go wrong finding records like this in the wild, produced by Gavin Bernstein for Don Costa Productions. This duo, Carol and Jerry. There's speculation that Carol is the same Carol from an earlier MGM duet as Carol and Sherry, and that Carol was Carol Bayer Sager, and that Sherry was Sherry Harway. But I guess Sherry left. Maybe she got married or another business affair, and maybe Carol needed a new partner. That's what I'm guessing. So they became Carol and Jerry. This is from September 1966. This is on the MGM record label. We're going to flip it over for, after we play this, for Blue Soul 7 and for Mark. But let's give a listen to this side first. Carol and Jerry on MGM. It's called On Your... It just never on you. Yeah. It's on you. Heartache looks good. You forgot, need an S there, Charlene. On you. Heartache looks good. This is Carol and Jerry.
Some sympathy, don't be asking me, 'cause when I needed you so bad, you gave me misery. And now the tables are turning, just like I knew they would. I'll tell you one thing, baby. You hurt me, oh so bad, it nearly broke my heart. But now you've got somebody new who's tearing you apart. And she'll be doing all those little things I used to wish I could. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, baby. I'll tell you once more, baby. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Don't act, baby. Don't act, baby. If she'll be doing all those little things I used to wish I could. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, baby. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, baby. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Whoa, those heartaches, baby. I said those heartaches, baby. Now, baby, breaking me up now. Oh, now you found somebody new. And she's tearing you apart now, baby.
That's September 66 there for Carol and Jerry. Carol and Jerry, you Heartache Looks Good is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over there for Mark Speck and also for a Blue Soul 7 for the other side. This side's called How Can I Ever Find the Way? Great two-sided 45 here. all for the cost of 25 cents for your host, Johnny G. This is for Mark and Blue Soul 7 in our YouTube chat room. As instant requests here on the Vinyl Treasure Show there by request for Blue Soul 7 and also Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That song by Carol and Jerry from September 66, a song called How Can I Ever Find the Way. We heard also the flip side there, On You Heartache Looks Good, an in-demand Northern Soul tune there. I was one of the lucky ones that I found that out in a while. Let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room, and he requested an interesting song as done by Johnny Rivers. He had 20 releases on the Imperial record label. This is his 10th. He gave me information on this record too. Let's see if the copyright police come out on me, Leonard. This, I guess, would this have been his biggest hit? It's a song he wrote together with Lou Adler. Lou Adler also produced it. And the background here, at least the instrumentation provided by the Wrecking Crew, and also Johnny Rivers, he's on lead guitar. Now, the Wrecking Crew for this session included Larry Knetchel, if I pronounce that right. He was on piano. Joe Osborne on bass. Hal Blaine was the drummer. And the background vocals here were the Blossoms. And I didn't know that. The Blossoms, Darlene Love, Fanita James, and Gene King. Now, this was a big record, big #1 record on Billboard, also big on a bunch of stations. Bakersville, California, KAFY, also WTAC in Flint, KBOX in Dallas, Texas. Lots of number ones on this. So let's give it a spin here. September 1966. And then we're going to follow it up with a cover song done 2 years later on Johnny Rivers' record label, Soul City Records, as done by Al Wilson. So we're going to follow it up with that. I'll play one after the other, and you could decide which one you like better. This is from September 66, the original, Johnny Rivers on Imperial. It's for Leonard Mancini, and the song is called Poor Side of Town.
You missed me when the last time I saw you, you wouldn't even kiss me. That rich guy you've been seeing must have put you down. So welcome back, baby, to the poor side of town. But a little plaything, not much more than an overnight fling. To me, you were the greatest thing this boy had ever found. And girl, it's hard to find nice things on the poor side of town.
tell me how much you missed me. When the last time I saw you, you wouldn't even kiss me. Now that rich guy you've been seeing, he must have you now. So welcome back, baby, back to the poor side of just another overnight fling. To me, you were the greatest thing this boy had ever found. And girl, it's so hard to find nice things here on the poor side of town.
As by request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. That's a comparison. You heard the original Johnny Rivers on Imperial Records from September 66. This is Al Wilson's version from December 68 on Johnny Rivers' Soul City record label. That was his fourth of 6 releases on Soul City. This charted only number 75 on Billboard. It did do well on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland, a big number 8 record there. And I think probably his most popular record, Lenny was mentioning it in the chat room, was The Snake. But I can't play The Snake. I get copyright issues with The Snake for one reason. There, the copyright police just came out. There you go at the end of that record. And that's odd, I'd have to say, really, why they came out so late. They weren't out on the Johnny Rivers version, but they did come out on the Al Wilson version. That is so odd. Let us continue here for this gal. She's from Brooklyn, New York, and I have this record on the True First Press. Came out on the SOS Sound of Soul label, which I have featured here on the program, but it would be picked up by Juan Records in the fall of 1967. Tune written by Eddie M. Gray. This charted number 28 on WOL in Washington, D.C. Let's give a listen to Sandy Waddy, W-A-D-D-Y. Sandy Waddy from November 67 on the Juan record label. It's called Everything is Everything. Sandy Waddy.
Everything is everything.
Do it.
Suck it to me.
Everything is everything. Everything is everything.
Bush girl.
You've got to move it every morning. You've got to push boy every night. You've got to stay late
November 67 release there for Sandy Waddy. Sandy Waddy on the Juan record label, first issued on the SOS label. Everything is the name of the tune. Everything is Johnny G on a Wednesday evening. And the copyright police, I'm worried because if they're out constantly, song after song, then there's a potential of being shut down. But they left. Thank goodness they left. I hope they don't come back with this song, though, as we fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This singer first started out as the lead singer of the Impressions back in 1958. He went solo 1959 on the VJ subsidiary Abner Records. He would move over to the apparent label VJ Records in August of 1960 with his first release called He Will Break Your Heart. He would go on to have 27 releases on the VJ record label through 1966, and Edmund requested his 18th release, a tune written by Randy Newman, and this made it up to number 95 on the Billboard chart. A big number 7 record, though, if you were tuned into WSID in Baltimore, Maryland. This song, this is the original version of the song. Dusty Springfield would cover this. I like her version in 1969. I think she covered this on the Atlantic record label. But let's give a listen to Jerry Butler's version, The Iceman, going out to Edmund Williams, May 64. Jerry Butler on VJ with I Don't Want to Hear Anymore for Edmund.
In my neighborhood, well, folks don't live so good now. The rooms are small, most of the buildings made of wood. I hear the neighbors talking about you and me. Guess I've heard most every word, 'cause the talking's loud and the walls are much too thin. She don't really love him. Oh, that's what I heard them say. She sure wasn't thinking of him. Oh, today, oh Lord, I saw her in the front yard now. Said that girl in room 149 talking to a boy. Well, I never seen him before. And standing there together, don't you know they look so fine? Well, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear them anymore. But the talk just never ends. The heartache soon begins. The talk is so loud and the walls are much too thin. Lord, ain't it sad, said the woman across the hall, that when a nice boy falls in love, hey, it's just too bad that he had to fall for a girl who doesn't care for him at all. Well, I don't want to hear them anymore. I can't stand to hear anymore. But the talk just never ends, and the heartache soon begins. Oh, they talk so loud, and the walls are much too thin. Oh, I wish they wouldn't talk so loud and expose my heartache to all.
That's Yes, the Iceman on the VJ record label. I like the promos, but I don't like the styrene promos. I prefer the vinyl promos. There you go for Edmund Williams, May 1964. Mr. Jerry Butler with the first version of "I Don't Want to Hear It Anymore," and he also requested the flip side here, which did better than that side. This side charted number 61 on Billboard, was a number 2 record on WRBD in Fort Lauderdale, a tune Jerry wrote with his brother Billy Butler. Let's give it a spin here for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, the Iceman, Jerry Butler from May 64, the flip side of "I Don't Want to Hear It Anymore." The song is called "I Stand Accused" for Edmund.
Stand accused of loving you too much. I sure hope it's not a crime, 'cause I'm guilty. That I never have to testify. If I do, everyone's gonna cry. That boy is guilty of loving you. Of a chance, I'll tell the world that I love you, and I'm a victim of circumstance that's been proven guilty. Oh yes, I am. Did you know one touch of your hand, and I find myself on the witness stand, shouting out, all over the land, hey, hey, I'm guilty, of loving you. I'm guilty, but what can I do? I wanna hold you.
There you go, by request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. That's Jerry Butler from May 1964. That's the flip side of "I Don't Want to Hear It Anymore" on the VJ record label. "I Stand Accused" is the name of the tune, and the copyright police are accusing Johnny G of copyright violations. They're saying, "Heads up, Johnny, we detected audio in your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked if you don't pull that record off." Really now? I ain't doing it. So we're going to continue here. We are live. Remember, if they block the program on YouTube, you always can tune into oldiesandmoreradio.com. You can tune in there to the program, so make sure you do that. And Saturday nights, I will be on simultaneously on Oldies and More Radio and also on YouTube in case they ever shut the program down. So there you go. You always have an alternative. And I will always post up my shows on vinyltreasures.net, so at least you can hear the whole show. So those of you that wanted to tune into the 78 show, if you contact me privately, I will send you the links to the shows that you may have missed. I mean, I know a lot of people over in Europe were emailing me saying, Johnny G, it's not the same. We need to see the records. We need to see you. Because it's not the same. But listen, these are the rules that I have to abide by this platform, and it's unfortunate. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to this girl group. They started out as background singers and dancers for Ike and Tina Turner, and that presence allowed them to have their own releases on a few different labels. They recorded for Atco and Modern, but the original trio left Ike and Tina Turner wanting to record as the New Ikeettes, but because of legal issues, they had to change their name. So they changed it from the New Ikeettes to the Mirettes, and they signed with Mirwood Records, and this is their first of two on the Mirwood label. Now, this trio included Jesse Smith, Robbie Montgomery, and lead singer Vanetta Fields. Let's go to March of 1966. Give a listen to the Mirettes on Mirwood Records. It's called He's All Right With Me, the Mirettes. March 66 release there for the Mirettes. That's their first of two on the Mirwood record label. He's All Right With Me is the name of the tune. They have other releases also on different labels: Review Records, Minute, Uni, Zia, and Soul Fox. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening right here. Left my water downstairs as I'm choking here. On Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. I'll be back on Saturday night. No show tomorrow afternoon. It will be back next Thursday for the 78 show, but I'll be back Saturday. Send your requests to me, your disc jockey, at vinyltreasures@AOL.com for the 1950s and early 60s show. If I have the 45's, I will play it. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Olb, this singer, originally from Fort Worth, Texas. He recorded 2 on Florence Greenberg's Scepter record label. Now, Bill requested his first. Now, his real name was Charles Lee Thomas, but he recorded as Lenny Miles, and he wrote this tune together with Luther Dixon, and this was also directed by Luther Dixon, and the uncredited Shirelles are backing him up on this. This charted #1 on KTKT in Tucson, Arizona. Let's go to December of 1960 by request for listener Bill Olb, Lenny Miles, and the uncredited Shirelles on Scepter Records. It's called Don't Believe Him, Donna. This is for Bill. Going out to Bill Olb in New Jersey. That's Lenny Miles. Lenny Miles on the Scepter record label, December 1960. Don't Believe Him, Donna, with the Shirelles backing him up. And Frank Giaro has it on the Pink label. I have never seen it on Pink. Probably so. This is Scepter 1212. Well, that would be late, I think. Well, no, that's probably right. And later releases by Lenny Miles on RCA. He's got some good ones, and also on the Groove record label. Let us continue here with the 1960s. I'm guessing this gal is out of Philadelphia, as one of the writers is a former lead singer of the Dovelles, Leonard Borisov, a.k.a. Len Barry. And this 45 produced by Johnny Madera and the late David White. I don't know why I put that there. I think he just passed away the last time I played this. And this one arranged by Jimmy the Whiz Wisner. Let's give a listen to Joanne King. Joanne King from September 65. It's on the Coral record label. It's called Please, Mr. Songwriter. This is Joanne King.
Don't
you go. That's Joanne King. Joanne King from September 65. It's on the Coral record banner. Please, Mr. Songwriter is the name of the tune. That is a cool tune. I didn't pay a lot of money for that record. That was, that came in my dollar bins that I used to buy. Used to do label fillers for $1. Well, that's definitely worth more than $1, I have to say. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. Let us continue here. Let's go to Washington, D.C. now for this singer. We fill a request for listener Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room, a.k.a. Joe Smith. It was unfortunate this man, he died much too soon in that car accident on January 17th of 1970. He was discovered by Bo Diddley in 1956. Did his first release on the Chess label Billy's Blues. My favorite song by him is on the OK record label from 1957 called Baby You're My Only Love. But here is one on Chess Records. This is an old write-up, Charlene. This was a number 9 record on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland, by request for Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fans. Go to May of 1962, the great Billy Stewart. Billy Stewart on Chess Records. The song is called Fat... I can't say because I am one. Fat Boy for Oldies Fan.
Baby, here I am. Baby, here I am. You see, fat boy, that's me. Another man that's back in town. I met a girl, she sure looks sweet. She really knocked me off of my feet. When she said I was her pride and joy, and she was in love with the fat boy. Little girl, I want you to know that I love you. I love you so. Because you said I was your pride and joy, and that you're in love with the fat boy. Baby, here I am. Baby, here I am. You see, fat boy, that's me. Another man that's back in town. I thank you, Lord up above, for sending me a sweet little girl to love. And she even said I was her pride and joy, and that she was in love with the fat boy. It's fat boy calling you, darling. I said, here I am. It's fat boy calling you, baby. I said, here I am. It's fat boy calling you, baby.
There you go, the great sound of Billy Stewart there. Billy Stewart from May 1962. It's on the Chess record banner, song entitled Fat Boy. That's going out to Oldies Fan on our YouTube chat. And it's not really, when I was in school, I mean, sometimes if you're overweight, and I've always been overweight my entire life, and if somebody teases you because of your weight, because they're not, sometimes they like to bully you. Well, I didn't do it. The one thing that my grandmother told me was, don't let anybody call you names. So I never, when they used to call me that, and I mean, you have to build up a lot of courage. It's not that easy to start a fight with somebody, but I did. and they left me alone. I had to stick up for all the small guys in my high school there, that they would get picked on because they wouldn't mess with me. Not that I was known as a bully. I wasn't a bully, far from that. But when they called me fat boy, I didn't like that. That was one thing. I mean, if you wanted to joke around with me, like Barbara can joke around with me like that, but not anybody else. But anyway, and speaking of that, I need to lose weight because I got to call the doctor because something's happening. My ankles are, but again, she didn't prescribe I used to take water pills because I take blood pressure medication. So what happens is one of the pills, which is, I think it's called Norvasc, that sometimes can give you excess or can cause your body to retain water. And so I ran out of the pills because my mother, it was prescribed for her. She had a bunch of them, and I was taking them all along. And then my doctor, he switched to be into pulmonary. He wasn't anymore in his general practice, so I had to find a new doctor. Geriatric doctor, I guess you call it now once you turn 65. So I haven't taken the pills. It started getting worse on Monday. I was on my feet all day, and now my legs swell up. I can't put my shoes on. It's a problem for me because it could be the pills. I don't know. I've been on them for a long time. It's not a lot either. It's 25 milligrams. But I have to call her tomorrow because I don't like the way, because if I sit here too long, and again, it's not like I have time to go out. I can't jog because my knees, I could do a little bit, but I never had it. And my job was sitting. I was an accountant for since 1980. So I was in the workforce. I only retired a couple of years ago. So I was in the workforce, constantly sitting, constantly doing work, white collar work for whatever. So I was sitting for the majority of the day, and they never used to swell up. But I was on it for a while, and then I just stopped. I never stopped cold turkey, and I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I'm a little bit worried about it. I don't complain about it like my father does, but I'm gonna have to call her. At least maybe she won't prescribe them to me because I haven't seen her, but still. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Adrian in our YouTube chat room. Now, this gal, she's from Shelby, Mississippi, and she began singing gospel music. She was discovered by Motown producer Clarence Paul. And this tune, written by and produced by label owner Berry Gordy Jr., vocal background here being provided by the Fayettes. I don't know who the Fayettes were. Maybe, Reed, you know who the Fayettes were. But this is from October 62. This is for Adrian Viterbo in our chat room listening down in Mexico. This is Hattie Littles. Hattie Littles on the Gordy label. It's called Here You Come. This is for Adrian Viterbo. Here you go.
Here you come, smiling so nice, yeah. Here you come to hurt me twice. You must think I'm such a fool to take you back and let you rule
And then here you come, smiling so nice. Yeah, here you come to hurt me twice. But still, I've got to love you. I've got to love you. I've got to love you the rest of my days. And knowing you can only bring me so much misery, so much misery that you bring to me.
That's a very nice tune there by request for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. That's Hattie Littles. Hattie Littles from October 62 on the Gordy label. Here You Come. Was lucky to find that. I used to go to a flea market every 3-day weekend, like when there was a 3-day weekend, you know, like 4th of July or Memorial Day or Labor Day. They would have this monster flea market up at the Stormville Airport up in Stormville, New York. It used to be at it was like a small airport, you know, and people would all set up, and we're talking like really antiques, and there were lots and lots of records up there. Some people would set up as selling records because, you know, they had bring out the tents and everything else, and you go up there early. The only thing you had to watch out for, the grass was high, so there were ticks in the grass. I remember one time I'm walking around and something's on my hand. I'm like, where'd I get these ticks? Of course, I was looking in boxes of records, and the ticks were like on the boxes. It was kind of infested there. But I found this up there. The guy had $1 a piece on the record, so I pulled that out for $1, and it's a West Coast press. That's a West Coast press with a BB hole in it, but it's a nice vinyl copy, not styrene. Johnny G babbles on. Let's continue here. This next singer was a member of the Hammond Brothers, and they were from Groesbeck, Texas, Charlene? But this singer also had a release in 1962 on the Abner label, and they were Clay Hammond, who was a member of a gospel group called the Mighty Clouds of Joy, and his younger brother, Walter, who also happened to be one of the founding members of the Olympics of Western Movies fame, that recorded for the Demon label in '58. But Walter also had some solo recordings. Where does it say Walter, Charlene? Oh yeah, his younger brother Walter, who was on the Olympics. So he had some solo recordings, and this is one of them on Effie Smith's Duo Disc label, which is out of Los Angeles, California. And the Olympics recorded on this label too, by the way. Let's go to May 65 for Little Walter Hammond on the Duo Disc label. It's called We Go Together. Yes, we do.
And if you were high top shoes,
There you go. That's the sound of Little Walter Hammond from May 1965 on the Duo Disc record label We Go Together. Yes, we do. So I didn't plan it this way, but I just noticed it. I just played Hattie Littles. Now we have Little Walter Hammond. And now I have Little Helen. Interesting. Didn't plan it that way. This gal recorded on Bobby Sanders' Soul Town record label. She had 3 releases on the label. Let's give a listen to her second. Her real name is Helen Baylor, but on this record she recorded as Little Helen. She had other releases on the Amos record label in 1970. Then she became the lead singer of a group called Side Effect in the mid-1970s, but this is the B-side to her second release on Soul Town Records from 1967, Little Helen on Soul Town Records. The song is called More and More. Sounds of 1967 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Little Helen, Helen Baylor is her name. That's More and More. That's the B-side to her second release on the Soul Town record label. Let us continue here for this next singer. Born in Venice, Mississippi, he was discovered by Ike Turner, who brought him to Sam Phillips' Sun record label back in 1954, and also had releases on the Meteor label in 1957. In 1958, he would switch over to the St. Louis-based Bobbin record label, then signed with Checker Records in 1962. Would have about 32 singles on the Checker record label between the years 1962 and 1976. His real name was James Milton Campbell Jr., but he recorded as Little Milton. Let's give a listen to his 8th release on the Checker label. Tune written by Carl Smith and is that Rokel Davis and Wilfred McKinley. This charted number 4 on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri, and I didn't plan it this way, folks. Our 4th Little related artists in a row. Let's give a listen to Little Milton from May 64 on the Checker label. The song is called Sacrifice.
Now we could have the good things of life with most of its many luxuries, but you don't wanna share the fight. You wanna leave it all up to me. You gotta sacrifice. You know you gotta sacrifice. You gotta. If you wanna get ahead in life, you gotta. Save a little pay. You insist on stay every other day. You want a home, a new car too. Yet I charge account is filled with things just for you. You gotta, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta, if you wanna get ahead in life, you gotta. Nobody gets everything they want. And a person can only do so much. I done without to make you happy, baby. Come on now, child. Enough is enough, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you gotta. You know you gotta. You gotta. I eat bologna to save a little pay. You insist on staying every other day. You want a home, a new car too. Yet I charge the account is filled with things just for you. You gotta, yeah. You gotta. If you wanna get ahead in life, you gotta. Yes, you gotta.
Yeah, that's our 4th Little artist in a row. That is Little Milton. We heard Little Helen, Little Walter Hammond, and Hattie Littles. There you go with Little Milton from May 64. It's on the Checker record label. Sacrifice is the name of the tune. Johnny G needs to sacrifice food to lose weight and a little bit of exercise. As we continue here, this next gal, she's from Newark, New Jersey. She's the sister of Dionne Warwick. Started recording back in 1963 on the Jubilee record label, but her biggest hit was in 1966 for the Mercury label, a song called I Want to Be With You. But she had a number of nice recordings for the Mercury record label, and this is her 9th of 12, written by Kenny Gamble and Tom Bell, produced by Gamble and Huff, arranged by Joe Renzetti. Let's go to May of 1969 and give a listen to Dee Dee Warwick. Dee Dee Warwick on the Mercury record label. Her tune is called It's Not Fair.
Sick and tired,
May 1969, Miss Dee Dee Warwick there on the Mercury record label. It's Not Fair is the name of the tune. There you go, the Copyright Police. It's Not Fair. I had a listener in Russia that she really enjoyed the Dee Dee Warwick. She has like a website on YouTube with all the Dee Dee Warwick releases. But they blocked my show in Russia. A lot of the copyright is not allowed over there in Russia for whatever reason it is. But anyway, let us continue here on Vinyl Treasures. We are in overtime. We'll just go a little bit longer here. This next artist, originally from Hillsborough, North Carolina, first recorded for Blue Rock Records back in 1965 as with his group Frank Dell and the Essence. Then I think they had one on the Phillips record label as Big Frank Murray, and finally two on this label, Valise Records. I think this is his second. This is like the cheaper one. I think his first one goes for a ton of money, but I found this in the wild for 10 cents. I don't know what this one goes for, but it's from 1967. Let's give a listen to Frank Dell. Frank Dell on Valise Records. It's called Baby, You've Got It. Frank Dell.
You've been a friend to me for so long. Always stand by me, baby, right or wrong. And I made up my mind, there's no need to stay blind. All that I want,
Baby, you got it.
all that I need,
Baby, you got it.
all that I love, baby, you got it.
All that I want.
Baby, you got it.
All that I need.
Oh, baby, you got it. I've been a fool for so long, it's a crime. Well, I should have been loving you, baby, all of the time. I'm gonna spend my life just loving you. No matter where I go, baby, I'll be true. And I made up my mind, no other place can I find a love so warm,
Baby, you got it.
love so strong,
Baby, you got it.
love so real. Baby, you got it. Baby, you got it. Oh, baby, you got it. I've been a fool for so long, it's a crime. Oh, I should have been loving you, baby, all of the time. Yeah. Oh, baby, you got it. Baby, you got it. Everything I need. Yeah, you got it. Suck it to me, mama. Yeah. You're looking good, baby. Yeah. Baby, you got it. Everything I need. I say you got it.
1967 release there for Frank Dell on the Valise record label. That's a Baby You Got It. Charlene says that Frank Dell owns the Valise label with Phil Medley. I have something on this label by, I think is it Gunga Din? Is there a singer out there with Gunga Din on this Valise label? I don't know. I have it. I haven't checked it out. I got to find the record. It's somewhere in the No Humidity Basin. We are currently in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. Let us continue here. This gal from Lafayette, Louisiana, began her career back in 1957 recording for Ernie Young's Excello record label, but she would later sign with Port Records. She had 4 releases on the Port label. This was her first, a tune written by Artie Glenn, who might have been Darrell Glenn, I think, who first recorded this back in 1953 on the Valley label. You know, I have that on a 78. that record on Valley by the original version of this. But of course, the Orioles recorded this song. Let's give a listen to this version done by Carol Fran. Carol Fran, her first release on the Port label from May 65. This was a number 19 record on KDIA in Oakland, California. This is Carol Fran on the Port label with her rendition of the tune Crying in the Chapel.
You saw me crying in the chapel. The tears I've shed are tears of joy. I know the meaning of contentment right now, and I'm happy with your love. Just a plain and simple chapel where people are of one accord. Oh, I know the meaning of contentment right now, and I surely kneel down to pray. Searched, but let me tell you that I could never find no way on earth that I could find peace of mind down to the chapel. Oh yes, I'm going where people are there of one accord. The meaning of contentment right now, and I am happy. Oh, I'm happy with your love. Oh, I'm going down to the chapel. Oh, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody but you, baby. 'Cause I'm going down. Oh yes, I am.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, Carol Fran from May 65. That's her first of 4 on the Port record label. Her rendition of the tune Crying in the Chapel. She has other releases on, Roulette, and also the Josie record label. Let us continue. Let's go up to Chicago now. This group first recording for a Belltone out of New York. Really, Charlene, I didn't know that. They had 2 on Bill Ehrman's Watch label. Watch. No, it's Witch, Charlene. That's a typo. Witch label. This is their second release, written by guitarist Willie Weems. It features Nathaniel Pendleton on lead. Let's go to 1964. Give a listen to the Don Tells, D-O-N-T-E-L-S. It's on Witch Records out of Chicago. The song is called Lonely Boy.
We know you're hurting inside. We can
you go. Those are the Dentelles. I recently picked this up. Is it worth $10, Reed? Played $10 for that 45. 1964, the Dentelles on the Witch record label, Lonely Boy. They had other releases. I think Mark mentioned it on the VJ record label. Somebody requested, was it you, Blue Soul 7? You requested one by them. I only had one. I didn't have the one you wanted, which is the one that's in demand, I think, which I was looking for in that collection I looked at, and I didn't find it. But anyway, a couple more records to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And you all know this next singer, originally from Asbury Park, New Jersey. His signature song was in 1963 for Cadence Records. You may know the tune Since I Fell For You. But first recorded, I think, for Decca back in 1958. But he had 8 releases on the Cap record label. This is his 7th, and this is a cover song. This was first done back in 1960 for RCA Records by Hank Lachlan, a country tune, a tune written by Hal Blair and Don Robinson. This charted number 22 on WARM in... is it Wilkie's Bar, Pennsylvania? I always get that wrong. But anyway, this is from June 66. Let's give a listen to Lenny Welch. Lenny Welch on the Cap record label, and his rendition of the tune, Please Help Me, I'm Falling, Lenny Welch.
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose arms have grown cold, but I promised forever to have and to hold. So I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I'm losing all the strength to be true. Please help me, I'm falling, and that would be sin. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk in, for I mustn't warn you. Oh, but honey, I do. Please help me, I'm falling, oh, in love with you. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Help me, I'm falling in love with you. Help me, I'm falling, oh baby, and that would be sin.
That's a big production sound there for Lenny Welch, June 1966. That's his 7th of 8th for the Cap record label, his rendition of the tune, Please Help Me, I'm Falling. Johnny G starting to fall out of the program here. 2 more 45s to go before we close down here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to Philadelphia for this next singer. He had 5 releases on Gilda C. Wood's Top and Bottom record label. This is his 3rd release, a tune written by Van McCoy and Joe Cobb. Let's go to November of 1970, touch of the 70s here, by Oscar Weathers. Oscar Weathers on the Top and Bottom record label. The song is called The Spoiler.
And baby, I'm gonna make you see. I'll have you hooked on the spoiler. Yes, I will, baby. Ask any woman who knows. She'll tell you I'm the spoiler. Yeah, I'm the spoiler. Stay away from me if you will. Girl, don't get hooked on my love. 'Cause my baby's so sweet. Lord have mercy, Lord. They call me coffee, 'cause my grind is so fine. Some call me mellow, mellow, 'cause my kiss is like wine. Some call me honey, 'cause my thing is so sweet. But all of them call me the champ, 'cause I can't be beat. I'm the spoiler. Baby, that's what I am. I'm nothing but a spoiler. Baby, that's me. Girl, don't get hooked on my love. You don't wanna be spoiled. Stay away from me if you weak. Stay away from me, 'cause my baby is so sweet. Any woman who knows will tell you I'm the spoiler. Yeah, baby, that's me. I'm a gift away down at the store.
Yeah, that label is a little bit off center there, but what do you expect for 10 cents? That was a really cheapo record that I bought that one there, November 1970, Oscar Weathers. Oscar Weathers, that's his third release on the Top and Bottom record label, song entitled The Spoiler. Well, Johnny G's going to spoil it for you all. That's going to do it for the Vinyl Treasure Show for this Wednesday evening. Thank you all for joining me for these cool 45s out of my collection. If you have a request, you want to get in touch with me, send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. I will be back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. right here on Oldies and More Radio. Also live on YouTube, so we'll be broadcasting simultaneously beginning this Saturday, both on Oldies and More. And usually I used to come in at midnight, but now they called me. They said, Johnny G, can you come in at 9 o'clock when your show starts? I said, okay, that sounds good. So sometimes I'm a little bit late. Hopefully I can't be late now. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene. Did an excellent job on the research. She was, Charlene was out of commission. She was really upset, but she is back in business. Last Thursday, she lost her internet. And she didn't have a phone. She couldn't call. She couldn't send out her information to me. I was scrambling. She was all upset that she couldn't get me the file. And I actually got on the phone. I yelled at AT&T. I said, you know what? You're taking advantage of a woman here. That's not right. She called you a month ago to come over and fix that. And now they're coming. They didn't even fix the cable right. There was something. It turned out that some kind of box that all the wires were connected was knocked down, and she probably wasn't the only one that didn't have her Wi-Fi. But kind of like when you're used to it, especially when she's working remotely for me, she couldn't get me the files. So, her son had to come over and use the hotspot that he had on the phone there and was able to do it. And I told her, I said, Charlene, you got to get a phone. Get an Android. I have an Android, so in case you need it, you'll be able to communicate with me. You'll be able to use it as like a little mini computer. But she should do that. And there's probably some cheapo plans out there to do it too, so it's not that expensive. But she's back in business anyway, which is great. So thank you, Charlene. An excellent job on the show tonight. Thank you for all the information helping me. She's been working nonstop, and she does an excellent job. She also shares all the posts, too, on Facebook. So she does that for me. So anyway, thank you all for being here. And again, if the show gets blocked for any reason, either email me. I'll post the MP3 up on my vinyltreasures.net website, and at least you can hear it. It's not the same as the visual, but I am beholden to YouTube. They are the kings, and I have to do what they say. But our closer tonight is another record I found out in the wild for just about nothing. This gal recorded, She recorded out of Los Angeles, California. This is on the Sunflower record label. This label owned by Mac David, who wrote this tune. Her name is Patti Williams. Patti Williams, Sunflower Records. Who was on this label? Daddy Dewdrop was on this label. Did a song called Chickaboom, I think, in 1970. But this is from September 1970. Patti Williams on Sunflower. Our closer is called Because I Love Him. So that's it, folks. Again, if you're new to the program, just finding out about it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notifications. You will see the shows that are up there. I will be doing a special show with Sirius XM disc jockey Dave the Rave Kapolsky on July 14th. We'll be spinning records back and forth that day, beginning at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. 2 p.m. Eastern Time, but that's on July 14th. The next Thursday will be the 78 show, but I'll be back this coming Saturday for the all 50s and early 60s. So get me your requests, send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That's it, folks. I am out of here. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.